So then we are back with modern understandings from the time of the Second Tabernacle services, where we find then the Aramaic English translation of the word. This translation comes from the original manuscripts of the prophets of the Tzayelic lineage. So then shows us the understanding of the time of the end, period Yeshayahu the prophet. We find then the 61st chapter, where the cities of the Messiah then returning, and then the transition of the world from 1,000 years of deceit back to the truth. So then the news are coming up as lots of politicians, they are speaking of areas of budget and then spending cuts and such. But the situation they are analyzing from the wrong perspective. We find then this sequestration situation going on, and then many people from many other areas of the government then voicing out what they think, but they are analyzing the entire situation from the wrong perspective. What is the most important at the moment? Is having a team of computerized people then, or then experts in computers, finding then a way of having instant taxation. This is the utmost important, not the opinions of those people that can't help the system. If you ask you what a person has to do with the Department of Defense, can the person of the Department of Defense help? No, a person can't, because it doesn't have knowledge of the system. Department of Education, can they understand the system and then finding ways of instant taxation? No. Speaker of the House, and so on and so forth, they can't do it. What is required is a team of computer experts under the Army's guidance. It must be secret. Then these area of development of instant taxation. They have to work 24/7 until the entire system of our country then is updated. So some of the news, truly it's a bit discouraging, because you find then secretaries of these, that, and the other speaking of a situation, then you find another person speaking of another situation, then you find another person from another secretary's opinion of another opinion, where we understand they are analyzing for the entire set of these people coming along and coming up with answers, but they are analyzing from the wrong perspective. And there are some ladies over there also from the government, very surprising, they did not understand the gravity of the problem in terms of our system. It's kind of a concerning, because what it takes then, as was briefly explained before, a group of people, computer experts, coming up with a system where there is instant taxation. It's not the opinion of the people. So then let's analyze then for the square one, what can we understand from the entire situation. From the perspective of tabernacling, most of us adults, we were born during the time prior of 2009. 2009 was yet a time of transition. The world came out of 1,000 years of deceit, where then the world has concocted its own theories on how they should act, how they should behave, how they should perceive what's holy and what not. And they mixed up politics with it, so it became, in quote, a salad. So what's coming in the future, as we understand, as the Chinese system is coming? We've got 36 months to get our country then with exact standards of instant taxation. The problem is not sequestration. Spending cuts is important, make sure we have some sort of a control of the budget. But the system is more important at the moment than these tiny plans of the government. The situation is so serious, it takes the head of the Army, U.S. Army, to come up with a team and get our system, each institution, then paying tax instantly. When the Chinese system comes, it's going to be such as you understand of eBay these days. But then let's ask a question. Can the government understand eBay? Some of those people, they earn so much, they're not even interested in the internet. They are out of the realm of reality of what's coming in the future. And then the Pentagon and other agencies get ready for furloughs and so on and so forth. It's not the point. We've got to get our system updated, because then when the Chinese system CH1 comes, then we won't have time to fight against the system. Our monetary system won't have the strength anymore to fight. So the entire internet-based trade, as far as we understand these days, those are going to be changed tremendously in 36 months. We've got to get the Army come up with a group of experts of computers, and then they straighten out the entire system of the country. Instant taxation. And they try to combine opinions of the politicians. There is no more time for it. I've got to get the Army involved and get the computer experts, team up and work 24/7 round the clock until the entire system is updated. Banking institutions, investments, the whole 9 yards, every area where there is earning, the government must have taxes instantly deducted. If you are investing in any kind of a situation and you receive earning, government must deduct taxes instantly. When the Chinese system comes, then people are going to start doing trade via internet. You can imagine what's going to be like with the other stores. So then you have many stores buying from China for very low prices, but then they have a markup. When the Chinese comes, then what it does, those people who are buying from abroad, from China, they won't be able to do anymore with a way that's going to be then profitable. Because the own Chinese system provides them for half of the price what were then they were buying so cheap. We got 36 months.